What's up, guys? Barry Gaming here, back with some more Idle Heroes, and today we are back on the EOS account. Surprisingly enough, you guys have been watching a ton of this EOS series, but yesterday's video, the one with the EOS versus Russell, like nobody watched it. I'm just thinking maybe it was a bad thumbnail format, but let me know if you guys actually watched that video in the comments, because I always like to see what type of thumbnails actually grab people's attentions, and ones that they're just like, yeah, no, I don't really care about that. So we did have a push yesterday. I tried with all my might to get the macro to work against this Russell lineup, just could not do it. So we'll put that on the back burner for now. It'll be close, we should be able to do it soon, but what we do need to set our team up for is a Vanquisher push. However, Vanquisher is going to run into pretty much the same issue that we've had in other places too, and that is the fact that, well, you can dodge Russells, which is good, but having enough damage is going to be really important here. Now we're probably just going to run like our strongest heroes on our teams and just hopefully everybody can survive the hits. That's going to be the ultimate goal. And we're going to throw that Ignis in there because this is a Vanquisher push. I don't know if we can get past it. I think the furthest we've gotten is what? We've gotten up to Vanquisher 2. So a lot of these will be smashable, hopefully. And it is easier getting Transcendence Protection on a lot of these planets. So we'll see how this actually turns out. Like I said, we're gonna put a lot of just random support heroes in here. Honestly, even like throwing a Carrion might be pretty useful. We'll use the Phoenix. We'll of course use her Core of Liberation. And like I said, most of these waves I feel like are gonna be the traditional, we just wipe them out with a single hit, which is gonna be very nice. Now there are issues like this one where there is a Russell. However, going up against Russells and Vanquisher is much different because we have plenty of other heroes on our lineup, and what Dazzle actually does is it affects the lowest HP target, so it's never ever going to be our EOS, like ever. Just not gonna happen. EOS is just gonna have back to back actives. We have even waves like this where there's no protection. She doesn't seem to really struggle. There is a chance they can always dodge attacks and stuff, which is kind of annoying, but it is what it is. The dodge is going to be the only thing that lets the enemies survive longer, essentially. And yeah, we're pretty good to go on most of these. So we can just skip through this battle too, should be a victory, and let's move on. Now we do have 44 of these protection signets, which is really important because these are the ones where like Vanquisher, what, 3 and 4 are the hard ones because they have all damage reduction. However, there's a lot of these planets here that if we just have the protection already, there's like no way that we lose these, or if we do lose it, it's just like a random fluke and we're just going to power our way through it. The important ones are going to be going through levels 3 and 4 here. So right here, when we get to 4, 90% all damage reduction. So if we go against a wave like this, I don't know if we have enough damage without protection. It's still very good, and honestly a second active since the carries are dead, probably gonna solve it even without the protection here. So we're just down to that Garuda. We can get our carry to pop back up, that would be awesome. But yeah, being the fact that we're just faster than the enemy, it honestly doesn't even seem like we need the protection on a lot of these planets when you have such an overpowered hero like this EOS. Like, you're seeing this, we have no protection and we have 90% lower all damage dealt on the planets without protection. Same thing here, Vanquisher Area 3, all damage dealt by your heroes is reduced by 90%. Only reduced by 18 if you have protection. Again, a planet like this, we don't have protection, we're still just crushing it. So let's get to where we were stuck. I want to see if we can get into, what's it, Dominator? I feel like we should be able to. There's probably no point watching a lot of these battles here, especially when you come to like Area 2. This one's a little tricky because of course we do need an active, and this might be where we need the protection sickness, because if we get energy drained, we die, or we probably don't win. It's harder to win, I should say. But if we just, you know, go on and not have any issues with energy drain, shouldn't be any problem. Can't get silenced. That's a little annoying, but again, her basic should be strong enough. Literally, I think that basic hit for what, 2 billion right there. I don't think it's going to be any type of issue for us. We are just crushing these planets left, right, and center. And as you guys see, we don't even have our third tenant. We don't have anything else. It is an EOS hero who has a very awesome active ability. Probably at this stage of the game, maybe even better than Doom Terminator Vulcan. Hard to say, just because all of her damage is front loaded to that active. And yeah, all these battles are going very, very smooth. Just almost like round one victories in the majority of the time. Literally, our other heroes that have stellar shards and stuff on them are just there to tank some hits. That's literally it. She is just annihilating things. So on to Vanquisher Area 1. Yeah, it's just the energy reduced again, which again, if it's not really a big deal. It's not, especially when you face these like PvE waves. Like, yeah. Sadly, none of our other heroes do damage, but end of round damage kills them, which is perfect. We'll take it. We'll get the W. No protection here. Again, I don't think it's really going to matter. No, the only heroes that seem to be strong enough are like Sigmund, Ada, and heroes like that that don't get one shot. But like the dodging on Carrie and Drake, little annoying. Granted, like I said, yeah, it's like a 2 billion hit with the basic. It just utterly crushes the enemy. We honestly don't even need protection signets with this hero. This one's I mean, we could get silenced or energy drained here or something. Yeah, Carrie did hit us with that active, but again, the dodges are pretty annoying. End of round damage might just take them out though. Yep. The engulfing sun is just so strong. We don't even have to worry about it. We're still sitting at 44 protection signets, not a single one used in a Vanquisher push, and this is going to help us accumulate more stellar shards and crystals of transcendence as time goes on. First time I've ever actually seen regular Vulcan's ammo system. Interesting. Looks different. You're dead right here. Yep, bye. End of round damage wins every time, and then we can see if we can push into Dominator, because let's be honest, we still have every single one of those protection signets. The enemies do become stronger. I forget if speed's an issue. It's been so long since we've done Dominator. Like, it's been a long time since we did Dominator. I think we did it before Giant Killer, I think. And yeah, here we go into Dominator. Has anybody beaten Dominator on this server? Yes, okay. Relax, definitely got it for everybody else. So, at the very least, what you want to do every week is get one planet cleared in Dominator. Because you'll see right here, we're currently getting the title for Vanquisher 1. However, if you go up to Dominator, you start getting these immortal totems and some more resources. So, at a bare minimum, go around, find one planet, and get one planet beaten if you can. Now, we're still going before the enemy, and we still have a crazy high amount of attack. So I'm thinking a Dominator push might actually be viable too. Granted, there are Transcendence heroes, which do get pretty annoying. There's still carries that are still energy draining, which is pretty annoying. But as you guys can see, we are not lacking for damage whatsoever. So this could, in reality, work. Lowering our attack by 90% doesn't really seem to be that big of an issue here. But let's see. We have no protection here. I mean, it is the difference of one-shotting them or not. If there's no carries, though, we could just really get around to active here and just annihilate them. The attack reduction is significant, and we do have, what is that, perceptual disorder? I think the name is right. Yeah, see, the perceptual disorder just did nothing. So this might be a situation where if we don't have the protection on a planet, we might need to start rolling it for most of these here. But granted, not all of them, because even like here, like we have the protection, and it's not like a crazy difference in damage. What we might just need to do is go through the motion and just buy extra attempts and re-roll planets to what we need them to be. Her basics should be strong enough here, especially since end of round damage did plenty there. Look at that. Our end of round damage is almost more than our actual abilities. We are facing off against a lot of Transcendence heroes, which do have some very interesting toolkits here, especially ones like Can't Be Crit with Fairy Queen Vesta. And yeah, this oh my goodness. Honestly, Scarlet Queen Halora and that reflect damage, or not even reflect damage, but the counterattacks might be one of the worst things that could face us. We'll try to do a couple planets here. We'll see. I don't know if I want to push. Maybe we'll push Dominator tomorrow. It does seem like it's going to be viable. Like, we definitely can do it. That Dread Pup is going to be annoying. But they should die end of round. Luckily, we're running Balanced Strike too, so we are getting heals. So yeah, let's leave it at that. We used up pretty much all the energy burners. I don't know if we want to use gems, but we got through and we have Dominator now. So that is a really good clear for us. And yeah, Hero just doing some crazy stuff. So hopefully you guys enjoy this one. See you guys next time.